Hello everybody, my name is Sydney and I'm a quantum healing hypnosis technique practitioner here in San Diego. And on this channel, I like to talk about hypnosis, but I also like to just kind of show my life as a spiritual person and as somebody that really tries to live their life just based on intuition, just trying to follow my intuition all the time and see where that leads me. So today I just wanted to kind of start out with something fun. I haven't done an aura reading for myself, so I do have one of these human outlines here, and this is getting back to my roots because before I was a quantum healing hypnosis technique practitioner, I did aura reading. So that's kind of the first spiritual venture that I went on, was learning how to do auras. And so I used to do auras on my Etsy shop, so I kind of stopped doing that because, well, first of all, I learned QHHT, but then, yeah, I got this weird review one time, and I also just am not active on my Etsy shop, so unfortunately with those types of platforms, you kind of have to be active to, like, get them to push out your listings. So I kind of just don't really go on Etsy anymore, but I also got this weird review and it made me feel kind of weird about being in this type of work field, because the review was like, oh, like the reading was kind of general, blah, 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 but it's so like annoying because during the reading when I was, doing this person's aura, I knew the whole time, I was like, this is so general. Like the whole time I was thinking, I'm like, this is so general, but this is all I'm getting, and I felt like her spirit guides were telling me like it's going to be general because she needs to learn how to trust her own intuition. So I gave her what I had, and then of course, like, she gave me 5-star review, but she said it was just a little bit general. So I was just like a little bit discouraged because it's like, as a psychic, you can't really control what comes to you, Like her spirit guides were like limiting the information they were giving me. But I've also had readings that are so detailed that people are like freaked out because they're like, how did you know that? But anyways, I'm gonna do a little aura reading for myself today, because I'm just interested in that. I have been waking up with some anxiety the last 2 days. And I feel like there's like a few different reasons why. It's not just one thing. I think in the collective, there's just a lot of anxiety. I always pick up on collective stuff. But then also, I'm doing dry January and I kind of want to continue doing dry January. So that's giving me anxiety because everyone else in my life drinks except for my dad. So I'm like, it's just a hard thing for me. It's giving me a little bit of anxiety. So anyways, I'm gonna start with the reading. Okay, I'm already feeling like there's red on my left side here, like even up to the top of the crown. So I just use my colored pencils here. I've used these the whole time that I've been doing readings. Even on my crown, there's some anxiety here, and I do feel like the red isn't always anxiety, but I do feel like it's anxiety for me today. And it's actually, I kind of want to do an after reading because I am planning on going to the gym today and doing the stairs, so I kind of want to see how my energy changes after the gym. I think that would be interesting. But see, like, look, okay. So it's like this red energy is very scattered too. See how it's just like jagged like that? I bet you when I go to the gym, it'll be like more smoothed out. Because that always happens. I can always tell if somebody does yoga or meditates a lot because their energy is so smooth around, or like works out, because their energy is so smooth around their body. And there is someone leaf blowing outside right now. Okay, I paused for a little bit so they can do their thing. I don't really hear them anymore, so yeah, I'm just gonna continue now. Damn, it's like really all around my body. Jeez. Okay. It is a little bit smoother around the inside of my legs. So it's like I feel physically safe right now. I feel like that's what it's telling me. I feel physically safe, but I don't feel emotionally safe, I guess. It's not horrible, but I don't know. It's smoother around my left side. I mean oh wait. It's smoother around my left side. I have more control over it on my left, which is like feminine. It's kind of tight though. I'm holding it together. I feel like I'm holding, like, because I feel like it's like I know my inner truth of like, I know I want to do certain things for myself, like the dry January thing, or just continuing not to drink. I just feel like I know it would be the best thing for myself, but it's like I'm having a hard time expanding that energy to share it with other people, because I don't want to be not fun, or I don't want to be, you know, lame, or, you know, fit in. You know, I've always struggled with fitting in and like not belonging. And it's like, you know what? I actually just am never gonna really belong, so let's just do whatever we want, you know what I'm saying? Okay, so it just feels really tight. See, it's just like, I'm holding on my left, like, it's just, I'm holding on to like my internal world. I don't know how to explain that. But outside I look really chaotic. I feel like I'm coming off kind of chaotic in this video. But I promise you I have it together. Not really. I mean, I feel like I kind of do, but it looks like I don't. You know what I'm saying? Okay. I'm just like anxious. I feel this anxious energy. Next. Okay, and sometimes it draws me into kind of attention to my chakras instead of like external energy. So right now I'm being drawn to kind of focus on my heart, which is actually looking pretty big right now. My heart chakra is like looking pretty expanded. Like really expanded. Okay. That's crazy how big that is. I'll show you. I'm sure like my other ones are more balanced, so that's really big. And I think because I've been meditating, I've just been feeling so connected to myself. And when you feel connected to yourself, you feel connected to just everything, like the whole world, and, you know, animals and plants and other people, you know. So I think that's where that's coming from. And when you meditate consistently, sometimes you'll just get these random bursts of love and just this like overwhelming feeling of just like contentment in a sense. Okay. My solar plexus here, it's feeling pretty balanced. The energy that I'm feeling that feels different than it has been in the past is I feel like in the past it just wasn't as strong. I'm feeling like it's stronger now. See, this is like the normal size of a chakra, and that's my heart. But my solar plexus, it's feeling more like sharp in a way. Like it feels like I can cut through, because this is kind of your self-worth and how you see yourself in the world and your mental energy. So I feel like my mental energy has been so much stronger lately. And to be honest, I feel like that's from not drinking in a sense, and also meditating a lot. Where I just feel more mentally strong, where it's like, if I have a negative thought, the leaf blower is back. Okay, hopefully it's not too loud. But if I have a negative thought or something, like a thought that's not serving me, I can just be like, no, we're not doing that. We're not putting any energy to that. And so it's like you can choose. I'm realizing that you can just choose to have better for yourself, you know? Like, am I gonna let myself listen to that negative thought, or am I just gonna be like, no, that's not true, or that's not for me, you know? I feel like it's just been so much stronger lately. So that's nice. And it's like this sense of just being able to cut through anything negative, cut through false beliefs, you know? Okay. My crown, okay. Well, this always happens when I'm doing a reading for myself because your crown has to be really open to be able to connect to what's going on. So my crown is always gonna be like really large. Oh, and it's actually, yeah, see? My crown energy is just going throughout my whole body. Okay. Yeah, it just feels like this stream of crown chakra energy. It's like this lavender purple color, and I just feel it just going all the way down because I have, you know, to do readings you have to be able to sense with your whole body. So I just feel it, all the energy going down into the chakras, just like this stream of energy. Okay. Which is actually helping now to balance out the red. I don't feel like the red is as prominent as it was when I started this reading. It's just neutralizing it. Yeah, because when your crown is open, and this is why I think drinking really suppresses that. And I think now that I'm not drinking, it's just able to be more clear. Interesting. And I'm feeling now like the green on the left side. And I feel it like really on the left. So I feel like the green kind of tight around my throat. I think that's kind of showing just how careful I want to be about just not speaking any negativity into existence or to other people or about other people. I think there's been this shift in me where I'm just like, I don't need to give energy to anything negative about other people, because even if somebody has points about, I don't know, it's just, I feel like I'm in this space where it's like I'm always going to be giving people the benefit of the doubt. I feel like we're all just doing our best, and you might have a perception of somebody, but that doesn't mean that that's the ultimate truth of who they are, because it's so easy. That's what we do as humans. We project who, like, our internal ego, we project it on other people, and so we think like they're just this over-encompassing negative entity of our own creation of our ego, you know what I mean? But they have so many different facets of who they are, and just because we're perceiving them a certain way doesn't mean that that's the truth of who they are. So to just like encompass somebody as this negative being just because you perceive them that way, it's just not truth. It's just not the full truth. So anyways, I feel like that's where that's coming from, and I don't want to express other people in any type of negative light anymore, because it's like, that's just not, I'm sure that's not their intention. If they're coming off in a way that's uncomfortable to me or I don't like, that's just not probably who they are. I'm just projecting that, you know? So yeah, anyways. So yeah, that's how I see it right here, and it's just becoming aware of like more love in my life, just receiving love. I feel like just open to receiving and seeing with my eyes, and it's just this, the green is like this smoothed out energy throughout my body. This is a little bit smoother around my body, so I feel like that feels to me like I'm just coming into my heart space, and it's like finally I'm coming into my heart space. It's just when you meditate, it's just really easy to love yourself and love other people. It's like, because I love myself, I love everybody, because we're all one. Okay, literally though, the red is just like not even there anymore. I'm feeling that. It's definitely more smoothed out now. So it's just not jagged anymore. And it's more tight like the other side. So interesting. Just connecting, see, like just connecting with your higher self is so healing. And that's why I love quantum healing, because you connect with your higher self and you just leave the session feeling like you can do anything, and you can, which is why it's important to listen to the recording after, so that you can just always keep training your conscious mind to always be in that energy. But anyways, so just imagine that this red is more like this red now, because it's just, my anxiety kind of went away, so that's good. Is there anything else? Because I was feeling yellow, but now I don't really see yellow because I'm not overthinking anything anymore. So yeah, it's just a lot of green. I feel like the green is also just going with the flow. My heart chakra is just open to whatever happens. But yeah, I used to do like chakra readings, so this is all that's really coming through that was like a message for me, I guess. But sometimes, you know, I would also offer chakra readings where I would just read every chakra to see what's blocked. I guess I can do that right now for me, just to show you what that's like. Yeah, my crown is just crazy. It's open, but it's not open so much to where it's unhealthy. Because, I mean, if it was open, that would be, if it was like super open to be unhealthy, that would be like psychosis. And I don't think I've been in like psychosis territory recently. That really only happened when I went through a breakup, and it really put me over the freaking edge of a little borderline psychosis, right? But I mean, everything's balanced out since then. And I do feel very grounded in my spirituality, and I can tell, you know, like what's real and what's not real. Last night I was kind of thinking, because it's like sometimes psychosis feels like when you just go with the flow so much, it almost feels like you're in psychosis because no one else is doing that. Like, yeah, that's why I feel like I've been like a borderline, like a little smidgen of psychosis, only because I'm doing something that I feel like no one else is doing. I refuse to be in this matrix. I refuse to have this job where I'm giving all my energy to something that doesn't give a about me. I'm refusing to give my energy to anything that doesn't help humanity. And for some reason that's making me feel like I'm in a psychosis because no one else is doing it, right? So I feel crazy, but it's just, you have to follow it, because I really feel like it's my intuition. So anyways, so yeah, my crown feels good. My third eye, I mean, they're usually pretty connected, but my third eye feels good. It feels a little bit more open than normal because I have been meditating. That definitely helps, because the channel is clearer, right? Because like if your crown is open but your third eye is closed, it's like you're gonna be misinterpreting messages that you're getting. But because I'm meditating and really tuning in to my body, I'm able to see visions clearer. So there's that. And then we have the throat. Let's see how that's doing. The throat feels good, actually. I feel like kind of able to speak my truth clearer now, and I don't care, because I don't care if other people receive it well. I'm just speaking my truth, and whoever sees it sees it. And also with I think with YouTube as well, I mean, my videos haven't been getting that many views, so it's like I'm clearly doing this for myself. Like, and I trust that the right people will see my videos. I'm not trying to get a bunch of views. I want the right people to see it, you know, because we're not alone. And the only people that I've met that I relate to spiritually for the most part, has been through YouTube. So I just want to be another one of those people that maybe people can find and relate to. Okay, and so I feel like it's a healthy space where it's like I don't need other people's recognition, I guess, to keep going and speak my truth, because I know my truth. Like, I'm strong in my truth, so I will just share it without needing the validation and doing it just plainly because I want to. And then the heart already did, so we are looking pretty balanced here. And then let's do the sacral. Sacral, my sacral is definitely healing. It's always healing. Sacral has always been my troubled chakra, for reasons, and you know, things happened. So I'm always healing that, and you know, it's just crazy. It's just such a cycle of, you know, because, you know, I could be going through the depths of healing it, and it's just so challenging, and that's like when I'm in hell, is when I'm like healing my sacral chakra, because it's really, really hard